Good evening, Graham Rawlins with the Friday edition of News Geelong. The Osborne Park Association will feature Antarctica, celebrating 100 years of Australian Antarctic exploration at the 2011 National Trust Heritage Festival. The City of Greater Geelong's aerosol network recently put the finishing touches on 2 unique murals at Manifold Heights Primary School to brighten up the outside of the new school hall. And later in the program, the Flying Hawk Nathan Curry brings us the pulsating world of sport, and sparkling Lani Salathiel will update us on the week of weather that lies ahead. The Osborne Park Association is again taking part to celebrate World Heritage Day, with the international theme this year being water. The Antarctic exhibition has emerged as the main event due to the centenary of Australian Antarctic exploration, with a number of Geelong expeditioners involved. Meryl Friend reports.
We're here at Osborne House, where the Osborne Park Group are putting themselves together for an amazing exhibition called Antarctica. This is part of the World Heritage Day, and there's so much here at the Osborne House. There's the Maritime Museum, this wonderful Antarctic exhibition, and many other activities starting from the 16th of April.
Well, I'm so pleased to see it coming to Geelong. I think there must be many people in Geelong that would be interested in this, and hopefully we might get some future expeditions just from seeing this and deciding, yeah, I'm qualified, let's go.
So what sort of work were you involved with when you were there?
I was running the radio station, which was a HF station in those days. We didn't have satellite, but we also communicated with our people outside that were on traverse. We had a French station which we used to get 2 or 3 times a day weather information, and they were 1,200 kilometres away from us. The next station, the other side of us, was a Russian station, Murny. They were 680 kilometres away, and next was Davis Station, an Australian station, which was 1,800 kilometres.
So several times you were there at 12 months at a time, and 4 months of that was in complete darkness. It must have been an amazing experience.
Yes, it was, but you got used to it. It's just like anything else. It comes in gradually, and you just get on and do the job that you've got. It didn't affect me being inside, but when I was outside, yes. But you knew your way around the station, and you could pinpoint anything that was there.
So it's a wonderful facility here at Osborne House, and they've got the Maritime Museum as well, and there'll be other exhibitions on that time as well.
Yes, the Maritime Museum interests me because I'm ex-RAN. Also, that was communication, so possibly that helped me with being able to put up with the long periods, because in the Navy we were away for up to 9 months at a time anyway, so yeah, it was a bit hard on the family, but we survived.
From Osborne House for the Antarctic exhibition, Meryl Friend, News Geelong.
Thank you, Meryl. ASPRI is a 5-year primary prevention clinical trial aimed at assessing whether daily treatment of aspirin prolongs a healthy lifespan. Ian Nichols reports.
News Geelong has taken us today to the Geelong Hospital for a very important reason. We're about to start clinical trials with aspirin. It'll be known as the ASPRI trial. We're going to find out once and for all whether aspirin can increase the life of men and women in Australia. And we're talking with Professor Michael Burke.
Well, the hope is that the evidence of this trial will play a significant role in coming up with a simple and relatively safe strategy that might lengthen the life and improve the quality of life of older Australians.
We've heard in the past that people, have half an aspirin, and they've heard this from the bloke next door. This is properly based aspirin program that is going to take about 2,000 people from Geelong. Are they male and female?
Yeah, we're looking at recruiting people over the age of 70, both men and women, and pretty much anybody is eligible to come onto the study. So we'd actually be asking for people in the community who want to be part of a study to see whether aspirin can indeed enhance longevity, to please contact us.
Now, of course, they'll consult their GP first, and that's the first procedure. And people already on aspirin, I guess, will stay on aspirin and won't be taking part in this particular trial.
That is correct.
Now, the placebo, I'm interested in that. What's the makeup of that, and will they know they're on it?
Well, this is what we call a double-blind study. So neither the person taking the medication nor the person who's prescribing it will know whether the person's on placebo or on active treatment.
So this will give you some very conclusive conclusions to this particular study.
Absolutely. This is probably the single largest and most important study ever to be conducted in Australia. This study should be able to definitively establish whether taking low-dose aspirin actually does reduce the risk of a range of disorders. Aspirin has the potential to reduce the risk of dementia, heart disease, and even some cancers. And we believe that aspirin might, in addition, play a role in reducing the risk of some psychiatric disorders, particularly depression.
It's great for regional Victoria to be part of this international trial, and in particular Geelong. I'm from Geelong, and I'm very excited about looking at healthy options for our older population. As we all know, the population is getting older, and any ideas or any treatments or any health issues that we can prolong people's wellness and I guess for their independence and for the community is well worth investigating. Look, I think it's very good overall. We're looking for 19,000 participants between America and Australia, and in Australia we're looking for 12,500. Predominantly that's in Melbourne and rural Victoria. We also have sites in Tasmania and Canberra, but look, I think it's fantastic, and the Geelong community are outstanding. I have to say, as Chris was talking about, the engagement, the enthusiasm, the commitment has been wonderful, and it makes me very proud that I live in this community actually.
At Barwon Health in Geelong, this is Ian Nichols for News Geelong.
Thank you, Nico. This is News Geelong as we go to a break and return with more news after this.